This week on the Push for Legs podcast, we talk about coaches with ADHD that can't seem to come. Wait a minute, that washing needs putting away. I should probably stop and do that now. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to have a typical neuro quality, awesome chat.
Hey guys, welcome to Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
I just got distracted during my intro, so I couldn't think, so
Yeah,
I didn't
I get
really know what was
distracted all the
happening.
time,
And me,
so-
Tom Hall, what's going on? Just totally
Can't
sidetracked.
concentrate.
Sure.
Can't concentrate.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I've been pissing people off, Tom. Again, it's not like me, is it? Annoying people, telling jokes, and people getting all victimized by it. Oh God. Anyway, we're all good. No, we're fine. We're fine. No, it's just yeah. I just think the internet's a funny place, isn't it? It's I'd also had one of my clients message me today about a problem they had from posting a piece of content. Right? They reshared. I'll show you. Actually, I'll read it out, and we can see what people think about this. Like, I get why it's an issue, right, for some people, but my God, like, how soft are we getting, right? So she posted on her story. Oh, she's deleted it. Oh, she buckled. Basically, there was a post that someone else had made, right? One of these bigger meme accounts, whatever, was like, oh, I sometimes don't know how I get through the day being such a spastic, but here we are. I have a good time anyway, as I have fun with it or whatever. She's reposted it with like a love heart emoji, being like something about it's love being me or something like that. Someone's replied being like, oh my God, I can't believe that you'd use that language in this day and age, blah, blah. And you just sat there like, she's called herself this name, number one. She's referred to herself. She's not said anything bad about it. She's just referred to herself and called it. It's like calling himself a dickhead or me calling myself something stupid, right? And I just was a bit like, is this the day and age? And anyway, obviously she works at a gym. The gym had messaged her being like, oh, the person's made a formal complaint to the gym. And I was like, because of the language you've used on your Instagram story, right? And I was like, and the guy who owns the gym was like, look, I know you called yourself it, I know all this sort of stuff, but like, she's made a formal complaint. And I'm like sat there with this client, and I'm just like, well, I think it's fine. I don't see any problem. Like building your own online brand, your own online business. You've called yourself a spastic. Okay. Now, some people may find that word distasteful. They may feel like it's it's derogatory. I kind of get that bit of it, but I'd get it more if you called someone else it, or you were referencing other people in a negative way, rather than just going, I have a great day. Do you know what I mean? I still managed to get through the day and it's great kind of thing. Again, it came on the same day that I posted this reel about having ADHD, and it was a joke about people with ADHD and how, like, they only ever do things that they enjoy. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it was just a joke. Those who haven't seen the reel I posted, go watch it. It's quite funny. I find it funny making it. So if you can get past me saying the word right 5 times in the first 20 seconds, which Tom couldn't. Tom couldn't get past it. That's fine.
I was so done. Like, I thought you were trolling saying the word right so many times,
Okay.
so that people would not, so people would be put off. The people with ADHD would be put off from trying to get to the end of your post. And that was what was going through. I'm just playing this game on a whole different level, mate.
So I was just joking, right, about like how with, again, people with ADHD, right? Yes, they find repetitive things, boring. Yep, so do we all do. Yeah, brilliant. But the point was more so the fact that I've also noticed with some of my clients who got ADHD that they also manage to do the work that's required when they see a drop in their monthly income, when they see a drop in their client numbers. Oh, then they'll do the work. But when they're comfortable and client numbers are okay, all of a sudden work becomes more difficult. Anyway, it was just a joke. I literally said it about 3 times in the reel. It's just a joke. I said in the caption, it's just a joke. And I had people in the comment section. Obviously, I did. Of course, I had people in the comment section, like, giving me their life story. And I'm really, really annoyed at myself because
I
didn't
commented, so I really want to comment on that guy's face.
I didn't take the joke further, which I should have done, which was someone basically wrote their life story, basically saying, "Oh, Dan, I'm really disappointed by this. Usually I like your content, but this is wide of the mark, blah, blah, blah." And I really should have wrote, "Surprised you could concentrate long enough to write your life story." Like,
I mean, I'm still there. I could come because it's the immediate thing.
Do it. Just say it. Surprised you could concentrate long enough to write your life story. But anyway, it was just this thing where for me, right, and I talk about this, we talk about niching down all the time and all these things, right? I made that post because I think it's funny. Number one, that's the only reason I did it. I didn't do it for any other reason. I find it quite amusing and funny, right? I thought that other people that would find it amusing and funny, my type of people, I've got clients who've got ADHD who may be neurodivergent, whatever, right? And they don't play the victim. They just have own their thing that they've got. They work around it. They deal with it. And me and them could have a good laugh about it as well. Like I do with quite a few of my clients, laugh about it. And I joked with them about it. They joke with me about it, right? So all I've done is find the 3 to 4 people who follow me, right? Who I wouldn't want to work with. There you go. That's what it's done. That's what it's done. Is that if you've got ADHD and you find it funny, right, which you should because it is funny, right? In the same way that people take, people make bold jokes, and I don't go, oh my god. I just go, oh, that's funny, and I scroll on past, right?
Yeah.
It's that thing of like posting what you find funny and what you believe and what you just observational, whatever. Do it. Just post it because what it'll do is it'll out the people in the comments that you don't want to work with, and the people that find it funny will be in your DMs, like I've had all day. People in my DMs who've got ADHD comment at me like, "Man, this is fucking hilarious. You're describing me to a T. It's hilarious. If we can't laugh about it, what's the fucking point?" Like exactly, exactly right. Anyway, I just think in this day and age, we all need to be a little bit more ourselves and be okay with it and not stress too much about what people think. Because fuck me, like if people are getting wound up by these things these days, my God, they've got big problems there's bigger problems in the world. Like there just genuinely is. Like I've not talked about, really big problems in the world. Like again, see some comedians like Ricky Gervais jokes about fucking some dark shit, right? And this whole thing is offense isn't given, it's taken, right? It's that whole thing about no, you're not saying anything bad. You've taken offense. That's your problem,
Yeah.
right? With that, I'm not that bad. Like with what I've done, I could be, by the way, because I find some of his shit hilarious. But he's a comedian, he gets away with it. I just think that like it just highlights to me just this whole like victim mentality in life. I'm just like, oh my God, like seriously, like just have a laugh. Oh, it's just painful, man. I'm gonna sneeze. There we go.
It was funny though.
I thought it was funny. I thought it was like that's the most
Well,
important
I
thing.
didn't think the reel was funny. I've after reading the comments, it was funny. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, well, the comments, the half the
The
funny bit of it.
comments
Yeah,
comments make the joke. Like, yeah, the you got to see the reaction of the reel. Like, I want to see the reaction. This the reel by itself. It was your face on a talking head. I was like, I've seen this man talk far too much in my whole life.
you were never gonna
Fine.
watch it.
And I was like, oh, I was like straight to the comments. It's one of those. I was like, this is a bit somebody off. I was like, as soon as I saw like 25 comments, I was like, all right, I'm gonna see what's good.
Yeah, yeah, you just know it. Someone even commented, I'm going to save this reel and come back to this later tonight to see the comments. I was like, yeah, you won't be disappointed. It's just like, yeah, just for me, I just don't understand how anybody ever in life feels the need to write their life story in a comment section. I just don't get it. I don't get these people that post paragraphs in comment sections.
Yeah,
Like, no, no,
right.
no, 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 no. You've just took the bait. Like, stop
Yeah.
it. Just put some laughing in the faces and move on with your life. What goods ever come from you writing paragraphs in a comment section? Because you're not going to convince me by those comments.
Oh, sorry, I'll take this down.
Oh, you're right. Oh my God, I've been so insensitive. No, 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 no. I'm right. I know I'm right. It's observational comedy. This is what happens. I've not said it's a bad thing. I've not said you're an awful human. I've not said that you should quit life and
No.
go and live on benefits or anything like that. No, no, no. I'm just making an observation about how funny it is that coaches do this shit all the time. And they always seem to be coaches as well. Like, it's funny how they're never like, they're never laborers or they're never, it's always the online coaches. Like, don't do this job then, because this job is going to require you to sit down and do some repetitive, boring tasks over and over
Like
again.
that one really gets me of like the person going, oh, it's because like they're repetitive, boring, mundane, everyday tasks that you don't get any dopamine. Yeah, that is fucking life. Trust me.
That's
You
life.
are
Like,
you
yeah.
are the 3-year-old that won't put his toy cars back after playing with them. What's more fun? Playing with the cars. What's the unfortunate repetitive thing you have to do? Put them back in the box.
You're so bigoted. You're such a bigot, Tom. You're just so just so neuro normal that
I'm
you
like,
don't
guess
understand.
what?
It's like,
I hate fucking like unloading and deloading the dishwasher. I hate doing those tasks. I hate fucking washing up. I hate fucking putting the clothes on the dryer. Yeah, you
nah,
know what? Because it's a necessity in life, just like some of
you
our
just don't
ones.
get it.
Being an online coach, guess what you have to do? I have to boringly post online. Cool. Right, that's probably where the audience of people like, yeah, those are
So
repetitive,
like
boring
the
tasks.
thing that frustrates me with it, right, with it is this element of like people with it, like who, again moaning about it like that, expect online coaching world to change for them. It's kind of like me going like, I really want to be a footballer, but I'm not good enough. No, no, football needs to change. Make football more inclusive. No, 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 you're just shit at football, right? So
You
it's
know
like
what footballers do? They probably did passing drills for six, like Tiger Woods. He probably fucking they practiced for 6 hours
repetitive and
repetitively.
boring tasks, yeah. But it's more that thing of like, okay, so if that's you, don't be an online coach then. Don't do it because you're going to require to go and do a task, go and do a job. Like in-person PT probably is actually quite good because it's actually changeable. Things move around. Like be in person, but it's always the people that want to become an online coach and expect
Well,
it to.
there's
No,
an
no, just
interesting
don't do
question.
it.
There's an interesting question that we need to you need to do a follow up, okay? Of like what job is ever changeable in the ever changing scenarios that an ADHD would find interesting no matter what? Because there isn't one. I don't think there is one.
I don't
Because
think there is. No,
I
I
was
agree
like,
with you.
I could think like firefighter, but that's actually you have to go by the code. Like you have to do
Well, and also, yeah, and you spend so much time doing training drills,
fucking
training
training and
stuff,
paperwork. It would be
repetitive,
boring as shit.
repetitive.
Yeah.
How good are you at doing the same thing over and over? Yeah. I just so like I just and look, I do sympathise to to a degree because I know that there's an element of it where it's like the dopamine regulation, blah blah blah, all this sort of stuff, right? Shit, right? But then I'm also reading a book right now. Again, this is a bit dark now, so this is going to take an awful turn. I'm reading a book at the moment about a Holocaust survivor, right? It's kind of
You know,
where, yeah,
Daniel.
I know, right? I told you,
And it's
but
been
like.
really great knowing you guys. We could do a podcast here.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyway, the book is called Man's Search for Meaning, right? And essentially, it's like this element of like how you can come out of that scenario and have an optimistic view on life, essentially, right? Kind of thing, right? But my point with it is, it's almost like we've all just become too comfortable that we just got something to moan about. It's like no one during that went, oh, I can't do that. I've got ADHD. Like, don't hit me because the reason I can't concentrate is because I've got ADHD. So, it's that old Ricky Gervais joke about ME. No one in Africa that needs to go to the well to get water has got ME, have they? No. It's a comfortable problem, isn't it? If you're comfortable, that's my issue with it a little bit. Is it's a little bit like, did it happen 30 years ago? Yeah, maybe, but you just have to get on with it anyway and fucking deal with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, anyway, before we really cancel ourselves, it's just this thing of like, it was just a joke, but now you've made me actually want to go deeper into it and go, actually, just don't be an online coach then because this job requires these things. And like, jobs aren't going to change that part of it just to suit you and your brain. So you need to figure it out. It's your problem. It's not a workplace problem. It's not online coach problem. It's not a mentor problem. It's not a fitness problem. It's a you problem. Go deal with it.
and also,
Right?
if people like listen, oh, they don't know. My wife has ADHD, like clinical diagnosis, whatever, has medicine, whatever. Yeah, I could see it in real life when we're doing certain things. Like, for example, yesterday when we're drying the dishes, we have a dishwasher. We just hadn't fucking unloaded it, right? But we're drying the dishes that we have, and then suddenly, like while she was drying one pan, then immediately goes off to be doing something else or gets distracted or blah blah blah, and I'm there like. Am I just washing these for the sake of it? Like, how have I managed to stay on task? But me and you are very more process driven, right? Where we'd be like, all right, I want to tick that box, then tick that box, and then tick that box, right? And then it's like, okay, that's fine. You get joy from the success of just completing a task, I'm assuming, similar to me. And it's like, okay, that's complete. I now can move on with my day or move on with the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not good, perhaps, at doing like concurrent stuff of like, all right, I'm gonna stop that there and then go do this and do that and do this and do that. I get a little bit muddled. But yeah, it's but then always what happens is nothing gets finished. And then people, like you said, like people don't make decisions, which is unfortunately one of Chloe's flaws. She's not good at making decisions very quickly. Whereas I'm perhaps a little bit too impulsive and being like, all right, cool, that's that. And I'm sticking by it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just this, like, for me, it all comes back to, like, I'm not just have a laugh about it. Like, I'm sure you and Chloe have a laugh about it. You're just like, oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's
she
Chloe,
does.
Chloe
She's
being
like,
Chloe,
how
like,
fucking ADHD am I?
yeah,
Like, fucking hell. I've
yeah,
ended up
like,
like, why have I started doing like putting the towels away when I was drying these? And I'm like,
like,
why am I doing
I
this
joke
now? I'm
about
like,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I joke about it with Laura all the time. Like, I am one of the least romantic people going. Like, I'm almost far too logical. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just go, well, I'll just buy you that for your birthday because you need one of them to replace it. And she's like, that's really romantic. And I'm like, yeah, but you need one. So like, anyway, but like my point is like in a relationship, like for example with that, is like I take the piss out of myself. I'll openly joke in public about things about how I proposed, and the joke is always how I propose and how funny it is, blah blah. Right? It's all these little things that like I don't go, oh my God, like oh my God, like, can't believe you bring that up. Oh my God, I can't believe you do it. It's like, oh, just fucking have a laugh with you. Like, life's too short. I just, anyway, let's move on because we've done this to death. But like, I just think that most people just have a laugh about these things. It just seems to me that like playing the victim doesn't actually help you in any way, shape, or form. So don't bother. But anyway, we're definitely getting cancelled now. So anyway, Tom, top five. We're going to do a top five before we get into serious topics because we need to
Oh,
lighten the mood a
we
little
haven't
bit.
really got a serious topic.
Oh, okay, well, we need to lighten the mood, I feel.
I'm gonna
So
get annoyed about coaches even more, and that's gonna be my whole
oh, well, okay. Before we
even
get
my
really annoyed
month.
about coaches, then we're going to do a top five because people. This is more of an interactive now, top five, because people are sending them to me now as ideas. So
Really.
today's top
It got
five,
brought
Tom.
up on my fucking call last week as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised
On
because everyone's having a
my
go at
coach's
you.
call.
No one likes you, Tom.
Like
Really, no one likes you.
but if you want to be lectured to, go on Dan's coach's calls in his group. If you want to chat and we chat shit, come on mine. It's
Go
fine.
yours, right? So we have got today, Tom. And again, like I had this with the last one when I brought up the we brought up the snacks. Or was it the snacks? And it was like people are trying to get their variations in, and I was like, no, we're not going too niche. So again, someone was like, "Where's Curiosity Cinnamon on this list? It's too niche,
Yeah, I had
right?
a bunch of
Like
shit like that.
we're going broad. We're going a little bit broad with this, so people can or everyone can join in, right? So today we're doing soft drinks, UK soft drinks in particular, UK soft drinks, right? Now we're not going into like the depths of like the variations of them, right? We're going with the staples. I'm talking staples, top five drinks, and we're going to go through it. And it's going to be UK, and you're going to see why in a minute, right? UK based, because there's only a few of them I could fucking pick, right? So, without going into the variations of them, because I've got ice cream coming up soon, but that's going to be variations of ice cream flavors. So that's fine because people before were like, "Oh, the 9 p.m. snacks are like ice cream." I was like, "Yeah, but it depends what
Yeah,
ice cream." I'm like, "Well, yeah,
which
but
we
that's yeah, but you've
covered
got to go
on the
separate."
podcast because I asked about it,
Correct,
and I was like,
correct,
I would pick ice cream. I've already had
correct.
two today.
Yep, I bet you have. It's been a bit warm, hasn't it? So
Fucking
we've got
funny.
ice cream flavors coming up soon. Don't worry about that. We've got that sorted. Then we've got ice lollies because they're different entirely. When you've got twisters, you've got feasts, they're different.
Oh, they've changed feasts.
Don't talk to me about that. Sore subject, Tom. Right. So we're going to go UK based soft drinks today. And there's going to be you're going to have all sorts of questions, I'm sure, right? So I'll start from the top. We're going to pick top five. I'm just going to work through the list, and then you've got to rearrange them into your five. I've already got my five written down, right? What I
I may
like.
get distracted halfway through and just start like naming sandwiches. I don't
I'm
know.
sure you will, yeah. But anyway, right. So first one is Sprite slash Seven Up. I don't care which one because they're the same thing. Sprite slash Seven Up.
They're not the same thing.
Both lemon and lime based fizzy drinks, right?
They're different
So let's
companies.
just yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, but you know what I mean when I say that. So just fucking go with it, right? Okay. Next one, Fanta.
What I'm
Orange.
annoyed about
Orange.
is
You don't get me with this lemon and fruit twist because yes, I know the variations, but I'm just going Fanta.
one of those. I always write these down, guys, and then I didn't give myself enough room. I got a bit overzealous writing it. I was like, oh shit, there's not gonna be enough room. So
Right. So we've got I'm not gonna say the variation seven up. Sprite. So we've got Sprite, Fanta,
yeah.
Coke slash Pepsi. Right.
Oh, Fanta
Whatever.
orange, right?
Well, yeah, because it's traditional, isn't it? It's the traditional
And
Fanta. It's
then
like
Coke and
Pepsi. No, I'm not going into diet variation. I'm just going whatever variation you want
whatever
of this.
variation you like. Yeah.
I mean, if we live in an ideal world with 0 calories, you're gonna pick the full sugar versions because they taste like sweet rebel,
I'm
obviously.
not.
I am. Right.
I find them too syrupy.
Ah, pathetic. Right. You think, oh, I don't like sweets. Right. So we've got Sprite, Fanta, Coke, Dr. Pepper, number four, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And then the last one is Iron Brew. I couldn't think of another kind of like more traditional thing. So I went UK based and I thought Iron Brew is a solid one. Everyone's had Iron Brew. What would you have picked for that other fifth one out of those things? Because I couldn't think of one.
I feel like
Like traditional base. Do you know like a
tango.
traditional? No, that's Fanta. That's Fanta. Tango and Fanta
Apple
is the same.
tango.
Okay, apple ties could have been there. To be fair, apple ties, apple tango.
Apple
Like,
tango.
okay, I'm going to stick with Iron Brew though. I'm sticking with Iron Brew. I was just curious because I didn't know. I
Well,
didn't know
like
what.
I've got at least five, six Scottish clients, so they'll be happy with that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and to be honest, I see it a lot. I've seen it a lot in places, so I do think it's worth adding in there. So yeah, I mean, look, I just think you just need to have a little think now about those calls and what you think you want. I'm going to make the caveat of this that again, when you do your own top five, you can choose whatever variation you want. You can choose the full syrup version. You can choose a fucking foreign version if you really want. I don't really care. right? But they're the base
Oh,
drinks. They're the
okay.
base drinks because, like I said, because I thought about well Fanta lemon, but I'm like, well, that's a bit like Sprite. I was trying to get a different mix of all the different things of like lemony, orange, or Coke based, whatever. I couldn't think out much beyond it. So that's my five. I'm going with as the more traditional. Most people know them, have had them, have tried them. Most places stock them, right? So we need to now put those into a five, Tom. And if you fuck this up, right, you're in trouble. That's what I'm gonna say. Because this is easy. This is easy. This one, right? I'm gonna go through mine first,
Okay.
right?
I think
In
I know.
fifth,
Yeah.
in fifth place, Sprite. Look at his laugh already. Right. In fifth place is Sprite. It's really fucking overrated, right? I don't get it. Not bothered by it. Don't get why people like it, right? Number five. Number four, Iron Brew. It's okay. Nothing amazing, right? But for novelty, I'd probably take it over Sprite, right? That's number four. Number three, Fanta. Not that special. Okay, don't mind a bit of orange every so often, but I would have to have the full sugar version and it would be from abroad because it's much better. Full sugar version of Fanta over here is much better than one back home. Right, that's that. Number two, Coke. Classic. I like it. Shoot me. Ice cold day, Diet Coke or full fat Coke. I love it, right? And number one, without doubt, no question, is Dr. Pepper. There is no question about that. So there you go. That's my top five. And I know for a fact Tom's going to fuck this up big time. I just know it.
We have very different tastes, Dan. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
you've got bad taste.
I can concentrate hard enough throughout the whole drink to enjoy it all the way through.
I can't.
So,
It's
so
impossible for me.
Dan doesn't drink alcohol, so he gets all his enjoyment from these drinks. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I
I,
feel like I actually have I actually have a more of a monopoly on whether I'm right or not. And I am right.
all right. So am I going? I'm going to go 5-1. So we'll see where we agree.
Come on then.
Number five is Iron Brew. Fucking
Okay.
gross. It's
Iron Brew.
don't care. I love you all, my Scottish clients. You're all lovely humans. But what the hell is that drink? Bleh. I don't even know what it's made. What's it made from? What taste is it meant to be?
Don't know, don't
Don't
care.
know.
I think it's better than Sprite. Just for an hour.
Okay, so this is where I have a. I think I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna appease you slightly here. I'm putting Sprite next.
Okay.
I think you are correct in the fact that it like Sprite 7 Up. I don't really like that kind of limey taste. I'm like,
Yeah.
I like lime, but it's a bit weird. I don't know. And I also think I would much rather just have cloudy lemonade. I'm thinking those commercial drinks, the Sprites, and I'm just
Correct.
like, they're not fantastic.
Correct.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, "Eh." Like normal lemonades, just give me that is absolutely banging. That's fine.
Mm.
I'd go for that. Um, number three.
You're putting Dr. Pepper there. I know you are.
Dr. Pepper. Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I don't really get it. Right, I put this here because I never buy it. I
You need to.
never buy it. So therefore I don't dislike it, but I clearly don't like it because
You're only but Fanta top, aren't you?
I never buy it. So I never buy it.
You're putting Fanta top. I know you are.
Number
I know it.
two
I know it.
is a regular Diet Coke. Yeah. It is
Unbelievable.
beautiful. It is the correct choice that you are picking Diet Coke over fucking Pepsi. Get out. Pepsi Max can get in the bin. Don't understand you people. The tagline is literally, is Pepsi okay? That's their tag. And number one would be Fanta in this list. But you did say you can have like a if you're having it abroad. If you're
I mean,
abroad,
I will say that. I will say that if you had Fanta from abroad, it's
but
infinitely
if you're
better
having
than the.
Fanta from abroad, are you not having Orangina?
No, absolutely not. It's nowhere near as sweet. I want the nuclear orange Fanta.
Orangina is the best.
No.
Orangina. Like I've written Orangina because you said abroad if I could have, but it's UK based. You can still get Orangina here, but it's not as
Yeah.
readily available. But if
That's
I
why
was,
I put for me Fanta down at three because I think that if we were to use like I said, the international stuff, it would be topped for me, like close, running Dr. Pepper close.
but yeah, it'll be. I'm a Fanta boy. Fanta Zero as well. I have a problem with the I think I'm just conditioned. I think because I never buy like the full fat ones and full sugar or whatever. I hate when people call it full fat, and I just did it. Full sugar ones, and they're a little bit too. I feel like I'm having that syrup made from fucking what's that like Wimpy Burger. I feel like
Yeah.
those kind of things, and I'm not a fan. I'm like feels like it's stuck on my tongue. So yeah, mate. Sorry. Um, those are the rules. I'm just a fruity boy. That's why
You're
I
wrong. It's fine.
like my orange.
You're just wrong, mate. I'm just going to post this straight away because I
Yeah, I know
can't
you
wait for you
are.
to
I know
get
you
shit.
are. I
I
haven't
can't wait
thought.
for you to get shit for putting Doctor Pepper third. And Iron Brew fifth, I think, is going to get you some shit. I think me
I know
fourth
it's
as
gonna
well
get
is
me some hate because of our
probably.
Scottish contingent. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
put the
gonna
little caveat in
rebuttal
there as well of like saying like, look, we're not picking individual ones because we beer all day. Um, so
because yeah, on the variations of those, yeah, Fanta limon is good. Um,
yeah.
Coke with a bit of lime, sometimes good, but I think like you can't beat regular Coke, Diet Coke. Dr. Pepper, it's just
I do occasionally really like I said, ice cold full sugar Coke. Occasionally, like it is a nice little treat, isn't it? It is. See, I would always go for if it was down to purely taste, the full sugar varieties of all of them.
really.
I just know that you can't have them too often because it's just not good for you, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're very
I
tasty.
just love sweet. I just love sweet stuff. I just love it. Like, yeah. Anyway,
And
that's
then,
just me. Anyway, that's
is
just
there
me.
variations of Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, Dr. Pepper cherry, and they
Isn't
do Dr.
Dr.
Pepper.
Pepper cherry based anyway?
It's got cherry in it, but they do a cherry crush version of it. And like I said, this is where like we can start going deep into again the Pepsi Max, all the variations. Like, yeah, there's some of them are better than others, obviously, and like Sprite, I think, do a pink lemonade version, which again, obviously is better. Obviously it is because it needed to be improved, didn't it? Like these things, when you have to add them to it, Dr. Pepper is so good on its own; it doesn't need any variations. It's so good, like so good. Whereas
And
Pepsi Max will have to add loads to it. Sprite, pink
what's Iron
lemonade.
Brew? Like, has that got any? Is there a different
I
Iron
don't
Brew?
think there's any variations of Iron Brew. No,
Just
no. I think they just do a no sugar. I think they just do a no sugar version. Um, yeah, they do. Yeah, the original
what?
diet and zero. Yeah.
What? Just type in what taste is Iron Brew meant to be?
Oh no, they do Iron Brew. They did Iron Brew cherry and Iron Brew ice cream.
Iron Brew ice cream. I think I must have tasted that at Anya Highmarsh. I feel like I must have had one.
What flavor
Is Iron Brew.
is Iron Brew? Is it not like fruity? Iron Brew does not have one specific fruit flavor. It tastes like a mix of sweet citrus, cream soda, and bubble gum with a tiny, tiny bite. The exact recipe is a secret. Orange cream soda. Yeah, that's kind of how I
Oh,
describe
okay,
it.
that's probably what I like that. I'm not a fan of cream soda. It's not a good taste.
No, it's just sweet in it.
Yeah.
What's Dr. Pepper supposed to be? Let's find out.
Cherry.
Yeah, cherry, almond, vanilla, blackberry, licorice. Oh, all right, fucking keep
That's
going.
I don't yeah, like that's probably why I don't mind it, but I don't really almonds, meh, they're fine, but I'm not a big almond taste.
Yeah, you see, the
And
weird thing with that is
licorice. Blech.
I really don't like marzipan.
Yeah,
But
marzipan.
everyone's like, it tastes like marzipan. I'm like, no, it doesn't, because I don't like marzipan. So, yeah, interesting. But there you go, mate. There you go. Like,
We haven't got one where we totally agree on all five yet, have we? Did we
we
agree
haven't
on any
known.
placings?
Do you want me to give you an insight into some of the ones I've got coming up? I need to get some ideas, actually, to be fair, because I'm down to three ideas left. So I've got condiments was one. I've
I
got
thought you
ice
were going to
cream,
say condoms.
condiments, ice cream flavors, and then top five Haribo sweets.
Oh, fucking hell.
So any ideas? Text them over to me. We'll go through them. Like I'm more than happy to add to the list. But I like it when there's just five of them. Like when you start going like, okay, well, there's 20 variants of something. It's like it's too difficult to get our opinion on it, right? Because there's just everyone. What about this? What about that? It's like, yeah, okay, we have to pick five. So, um, that's why condiments is good because there's only really good five good condiments, really, or UK based as well.
That's
So yeah, it's kind of like yeah, that kind of thing, right? Where there's five things to choose from is going to be good. So yeah. Anyway, we'll maybe we can do sports. Maybe, but when we do food based things here, we don't want to do sports. It's too convoluted. Um, yeah, sports is too much. Yeah, anything food based like that you think of, like send it over. Come on. We'll talk for it all.
okay.
Um,
More. Sure. All right. My last little. Well, we can end with this. It's just been a topic. I feel like it's because we've entered Energy System Development Month, and was quite. I think for a bunch of guys on in the group, quite an enlightening webinar seminar I did last week. Uh,
not because no one anywhere in the whole world talks about it in terms of fitness, do they?
it's not
Because
that.
cardio's bad, isn't it? Cardio's bad, and like weight training's good, and that's all,
Well,
you
it's
know.
just it was just quite interesting how like the guys that were one-to-one clients on the call kind of understood because I make them do it. Like they probably didn't know the ins and outs of it, but obviously I went through um with sort of like MCT1, MCT4, all these like carrier cells and mitochondria and they're like mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell and how like we have like you have these things called like MCTs that shift lactate, like lactic acid from the muscle back into the bloodstream. So if you can possibly enhance those, do you think that's probably going to be a good thing for you to be able to work longer, for harder, and to recover better? Most likely, if we can increase like oxygen flow or stroke volume, all these things are what we're going into physiologically, right? And what we devise of like training aerobic power, aerobic. So it's basically power and capacity and how we manipulate those. And it did seem to, obviously, the guys are there to learn and it's cool. It's like off. And then it was just like, from some of the guys, they were like, I've never done this before, ever. Like any of these things. I just weight train. And, or it'll be like, Davey, for example, is on the call and he's giggling because, like, I was take obviously my first port of call is to take the piss out of physique coaches for going, 30 minutes of cardio on the stepper, and they're just using it as a like there's a time element to it, just fine. And then it's just a calorie burn, right? I'm sure you've written like in for physique athletes, right? It's just like
Oh,
just
100%.
go do this. And it's like that whole thing. And it's not like obviously you probably want them to do it. It's like a completion mindset of like, cool, you want them to do it. But did they ever track their heart rate? For example, mate, like yeah, because I don't do those things. I don't do transformations. I don't do physique athletes. Okay,
Mm.
but I certainly make people lose weight. That's fine, all good. When you were to program that, just as some like playing devil's advocate there, or like kind of peek behind the curtain or whatever it be, what data would you want from that 30 minutes of cardio, for example? What was the reasoning for it, and then what data are you is driving it?
The reasoning for it was that the goal was to burn a certain number of calories, right, and be consistent with that each and every week. So the reason that you would track more so, like say the time and let's say the level you were on the machine, would be that you would keep it consistent each time you were going on there. Um, that would be the main thing. Is I would say to someone, right, I want you to do 1,200 calories of cardio, this week. So you split it into three lots of 400 calories, right? So they go on the stepper, they put in their age, height, and weight, and they burn on a certain level, and it will say you've burned this many calories, right? Now, obviously, it could be incorrect. You might not burn that many calories, but the point of it was, but if you're doing it for 12 weeks on the same machine or the same thing, and it was calibrated, like, well, you'd be doing the same amount regardless. That's when it comes to preparing someone for that sort of thing, the element of it would need to be that variables are consistent would be the more the thing you're looking at. But very few would track heart rate with it, for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
So this was my point of view of like, okay, I kind of thought that that was what most people do. They essentially track calories and then that's it. And I was like, cool, we can still do that. we can still track the calories. But can we layer it with the possibility of this thing, whatever we're training for, making us better or more athletic, or let's just say healthier? Especially in the world of you've got an Aura ring, I got my Garmin shit, the world of Whoops, where all the stuff on here is not affected at all by how you lift weights, but is directly affected how you do your cardio. All of
Mm.
it, like resting heart rate, cool. All the recovery scores, cool. How much oxygenated blood you get because of your recovery cause is all there, all that kind of crap. Is directly affected by what cardio you are doing. And what you've described, I'm assuming that all of I've seen so many videos or whatever, when people go and do their stepper, they're certainly not doing interval training on the stepper. They're not doing fartlek based training. They're not going, oh, I'm training anaerobic or alactate power today. So I've actually got to go hard on the stepper, as hard as possible
Mm.
for 8 seconds. And then I've got a 20-to-1 work rest ratio. That's not happening. Definitely not.
No.
That's not a thing, right? We haven't gone out with the purpose of training that would be like a lactate power to make you more powerful so you can lift heavier or move faster. Or for Dan, for example, I would write those kind of things in because he wants to recruit more musculature when he plays golf. And I'm going to use his energy systems to try and get them there. And it's like, yeah, cool. It's going to take 15, 20 minutes at the end of the session. But instead of that, it's doing that other byproduct. But we can still be like, all right, it will probably burn 180 calories. Cool.
Mm.
We can still mark that down. So my outlook was like, and especially this is how I coach people, is like, yeah, we're still going to have that. We do treat it as energy system development instead of it's cardio. Cool. We can still do cardiac output. That's absolutely fine. But I'd be looking at your heart rate more than anything else. It's like consistent pacing. Can you keep your heart rate just hovering below 150 for that 30 minutes? That's to be more like important for me in terms of where that stroke volume and how much like blood is going around your body, so you're not getting fatigued, so your recovery is okay. You're not gonna Your nervous system isn't gonna get too fatigued, and you'll be able to do it again tomorrow. Essentially, that's what you want to be able to do. That's where the heart rate comes in. Once the heart rate goes above 60%, your central nervous system starts getting fatigued. There's no point to it. That's when you're going to be less recovered for the next day and you can't train as hard as you want to. And it's like, okay, that could be the cardiac output, but there's no reason why we couldn't like shift mindset and be like, cool, you're going to do something else for it, like aerobic power training, and we're going to try and get better at shifting lactate as well and make you a little bit healthier. So therefore, perhaps your VO2 max goes up, which is pretty good.
Mm.
That'd be cool. One of the things with VO2 max as well, I'll get increasingly annoyed with the people on is it just I think cardio people that I clearly follow will get hit by ads. How to improve your VO2 max. Endless amounts of all of these like session details of how to do all these cool sessions, forgetting that one half of the equation is fucking body weight. Lose some weight, VO2 max goes up.
Easy.
I'm like, I taught like Cam, Cam Wallace, right? And he obviously has just gone through prep, and now I'm training him to do his 5K. 5K. He was like, Tom, like my VO2 is like 50 odd. And I'm like, yeah, because you weigh fucking nothing right now. Yeah, correct. He's like, don't take this away from me. I was like, yeah, look at the equation, Cam. I
Yeah.
was like, yes, it is superior, correct. But as soon as you weigh normal, it won't be. So we need to try and keep it there, doesn't it? It's fine. But yeah, that's my only inkling of people. If they're listening to this and being like, "Fuck, that's me," I just write 30 minutes of cardio. They're just that there are like six other things that we can train, like with power and capacities, that could make, I think, could get you with the amount of wearables I'm guaranteeing that all your clients wear. It would be pretty cool to not only see those metrics go up and those data things go up. I posted when I was doing check-ins. I had three people in a row. All of their VO2s had been up. Like I was from boom to from now till then. All their resting heart rates have gone down to this to this. And I was like, yep, that's why we do it. Like it wouldn't have happened if we just said cardiac output the whole time, zone two training or whatever, 400 calories.
Mm.
Don't know what's happening. My argument is you can still track the calories, but have a like a secondary purpose to it as well, instead of just being like to make it more, I don't know, fun or more purposeful. It feels like I'd be unless you just want to be like you like check box. I don't want to think about it. I just want to burn the calories. That's cool. then it becomes like a 12-week thing, right? It'd be like, all right, 4 weeks, yes, we're only just going to think about calories. For the next 4 weeks, let's think about we'll have one session that's going to improve power or the capacity to push harder. So you in turn, and this is the way I do it for the physique guys, you will get better at lifting because you're going to recover better. You're going to have increased blood oxygen levels. So between sets, when you're lifting, you're going to be able to lift more volume. So you get more pump, get bigger sarcomere tears, get bigger whatever, because you can recover better. Yeah, that was I was like dangling carrot. Look, it's going to be a good thing. So yeah, that was my rantiness of it. It was just like not a shock and awe in it. It's just like you don't know if you don't know. Um, and it's also a guarantee. The way you said that when you described people doing their cardio, it's the one thing that gets dropped from everybody's sessions. The
Yeah.
first thing that gets like put to the side and getting rid of. They'd rather do their pump work than do their cardio work, 1,000%. Um, Even though they'd probably train their biceps enough, like doing the other stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you say, it's just I think the more coaches actually do it themselves and feel the benefits of doing it as well, will pass it on to their clients more. I think, look, I'm going to hold my hands up as a coach here and say I definitely didn't do enough, anywhere near enough of this. With my clients, I was just, oh, you just need to be strong these days, just build muscle, you don't have to worry about cardio. And it's like, actually, as you get older, you realize, no, fuck, I actually wish I could do more, feel healthier, and
It's
the benefits and sleep and all those other
because
things
of
as
these.
well.
I think
Yeah, oh, of
I'm
course, yeah,
more aware of it now and more pushing it because I've got
yeah,
all these metrics in front of me. Mm.
yeah, yeah. And like I say, the awareness does create that for sure. And Uh, I just think as well that as you get a bit older, maybe we're just a bit older now, we just care a little bit more about our overall health and longevity more as you get into your late 30s than in your late 20s. You know, I think there's just a bit of that as well. Part of it, I think, is just maturing.
Mm.
Um, and I think you're just realizing what it gives you. Like obviously we've said this multiple times about sort of like what people do now in terms of their cardio and the bikes and the running and the triathlon training and things like that. It's like I speak to some people and they go, no, it's just a chance for me to get 2 hours out of the house without this
Yeah,
thing. And
literally.
they're like, it speaks to people and go, yeah, I go on my road bike for 2 hours at the weekend and drive to and ride to a pub, have a pint and ride back. And they go, yeah, it's not because I'm doing it to try and be healthy. It's because I'm doing it because it gets me outside and I'm away from my fucking screen. And I'm like, okay, like they're not as worried about the heart rate data. And they might start like that and then they get into the heart rate data and into competing. Yeah, of course. But when you speak to a lot of people, what gets them started with these things is actually for reasons that you might think actually, oh, I didn't think about that. Like spending less time on your phone and like I'm off on a slight tangent, I'm really actively trying hard to spend less time on my phone now, like really trying hard to catch myself and just have my Kindle nearby rather than my phone and all these things, right? And I think people are doing it with their fitness now. They're trying to rather than do strength training where they feel like they're on their phone and they're always scrolling and they got all that time to rest. They go, well, what's something I can't do and rest? Well, running. So they go and do that and they get alone with their thoughts for an hour. And I think people need the benefit of that as much as they need the benefit of the health of the cardio and the heart rate. There's also that element to it as well, which people are starting to recognize. So there you go.
Yes. So yeah,
Don't discount that as well when it comes to client programming, right? Is like there's benefits to that for
yeah.
sure.
So yeah,
Mm,
get you out, get you moving, get you in
mm,
nature, especially when the weather's good. Like for also example, a lot of my clients train with their partner. And
mm.
they're out running with their partner. It's just something that
Yep.
they can genuinely do together. And it's like, okay, cool, yeah, and they get to
Yeah,
drag them out.
for
Just
sure.
whereas like I feel like lifting sometimes because you haven't got the particular plan that you don't want to go with a
Mm,
newbie or whatever. Running gateway, you can go
yeah.
out running, and it can be your zone too. Like Chloe might be like, oh, I'm fucking gassed, but I'm quite happy to just jog along. I'm like, that's fine, yeah, it's cool.
Mm,
Yeah. I mean, Laura would
yeah.
smash you, but it's fun.
Well, it's not hard. I can't move. So there you go. That's
All
that.
right.
There we go. All good.
Perfect. Cool. Any other business, Daniel? Any recommendations? Anything that's happening?
No, not for me.
The new season of Silo is.
Oh no. Okay, go on, Carol.
I'm just saying the new season of Silo is coming out, or it has just come out, and I will be watching that. I'm sure
I don't know
over
what Silo is. I've not watched it. I've not
Silo.
seen it.
It's a book. It's a book series.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay,
The
that's
book
fine.
first, but yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah,
Like people
I
live in this
watched.
silo underneath the ground, and then like they
Okay.
don't really know whether the world has ended or not, and they're like confined to this bit. And is there more silos? There is, but it's quite fun. They're in
Yeah.
season 3, 4. It's quite good. Mm.
Okay. Oh, that sounds like a good. Could be a good
Mm.
TV series. And I watched I Will Find You on Netflix.
Don't know.
Um, it was like number top. I think it was in the top 10 on, like on Netflix, it gives you a top 10, so that's why we watched it. I was like, that must be all right then. I Will Find You, yeah, about a dad who breaks out of prison to find his son that he was put away for murdering. So obviously he knows he didn't do it, so he was trying to find him. Um, yeah. I mean, I did find myself in the first episode being like, well, that wouldn't happen. Do you know, like you're watching them break out of prison, you're like, well, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of that where you're a bit like, oh, but after that it gets better, and actually the finish is quite good. So yeah, I worth watching. Not like an amazing, most memorable series, but worth watching, which most things on Netflix aren't. So worth watching.
Lovely. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next week.
See you later.